Hey there and welcome. My name is Brendan. If you haven't been here before, I'm the creator of Knitwits and Yarns, my little knitting hobby, my little knitting passion, and this video is just a little introduction to a few of my favorite designs. We're going to go through some of the beanies back here and a couple of jumpers that are hanging on my wall and just to my left of me. So let's get started. Behind me is my beanie wall. So on the right of me is all the AFL teams that I made. And to the left of me is the NBA teams. There's some more to the left, but I just like the idea of kind of making a collection. And it kind of gave me a little bit of inspiration to continue to knit these beanies. So I designed the patterns and chose all the colors as well, obviously inspired by the sporting teams. And next we got my first ever cable jumper that I've made and designed myself. It's just cabling in the chest. I wanted to keep it nice and simple in the chest because it was the first time making a jumper like this. I have a few cables, so each side is the same. I have a few cables on the right, then followed by this kind of diamond crisscross, and then a few more cables, and then the seed stitch in the middle. So this is probably my most meaningful and favorite jumper, just because it was my first and it fits amazingly. I also love my Christmas jumper right here. So obviously inspired by Christmas. It's never been worn in a white winter, but hopefully one day. I just kind of like the snowflakes and I wanted to give fair old designing a bit of a go. So I designed this one. Pretty happy with how it turned out. And finally, probably the project that I've spent the most time on is my Kai Fella sweater. So this one was the first one I've done. This is my patchwork jumper that was inspired by the J.W. Anderson Harry Styles cardigan. Cardigans aren't really my kind of style, so I decided to make it into a jumper. This one was made with individual squares and every single square is sewn together. So you got a lot of seams in there. Then I kind of moved on to knitting panels and then sewing the panels together. So this is the second prototype. I made a third prototype and then that one was as part of a raffle for a fundraiser. I gifted that one away. So I made 4 and this is the last one, the final one. This is done using the intarsia method and probably one of my favorite jumpers. The whole design process took months and months and months just because firstly, I'm lazy. Secondly, knitting takes a while. And thirdly, I just wanted to get it perfect before I started writing the pattern. So this whole collection is probably one of my most fond, most special collections I've made. And those are just a few of my creations that I love.